Hey guys, it was good. JJJBoxing. So, Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia, amongst others too, take to Twitter and are criticizing Shakur Stevenson's performance against Edwin de Los Santos. And Devin Haney said this on Twitter: should have offered this bum 10%. I was being too generous. Because supposedly he offered, I think, 20% or something. And then Ryan Garcia also said, everyone talking about Edwin not landing, but unless I'm blind, but I don't see Shakur landing or throwing anything, just stalling. So I find it funny how these two take to Twitter. Out of all fighters and people, these are the two that take to Twitter. I know there's others too, probably, but I find it funny that Devin does this because Devin, he's got to get off his high horse. Sure, he beat Kambosos in Australia twice. Those were good wins. Those were clear, good wins for him. And Kambosos was the undisputed champion. Okay, but when you think about it, and I'm not taking anything away from Kambosos, he had a great performance. He had a good night against Teofimo, who had a bad night. Now, it's a totally different topic, but let's just say Teofimo and Kambosos rematched. I bet you that Teofimo would open up as the favorite, and he would probably win that fight. I'm not going to say easily this time, but he would comfortably win that fight. Now, I could be wrong, and maybe styles make fights, and he always has trouble with Kambosos, but what all was going on during that, I feel like he just had a bad night. So Devin Haney, he got the weakest link in that division to become undisputed. It was an easy route to undisputed. Let's just put it that way. And I'm not taking anything away from Kambosos. He's a hardworking guy. He's always grinding in the gym. I respect that guy. But let's be honest, he's not on the level of a Lomachenko. He's not on a level of a Shakur, a Tank, and even a Teo. I think Teo just had a bad night. And I'll get back to the Lomachenko thing. So I find it funny how Devin is on his high horse and he's talking shit now because he beat Kambosos, right? And then supposedly he beat Lomachenko, and he said that he dominated Lomachenko. Him and his dad were saying he dominated Lomachenko. It wasn't close at all, which he lost to Lomachenko, let's be honest. Most people thought he lost to Lomachenko, including me. He clearly lost to Lomachenko. Body shots do not win you a fight. When did body shots alone win you a whole fight? That's just crazy to me. We all know Lomachenko won that fight. And I know a lot of you guys who've seen that fight, including me, thought Devin was going to not easily, but comfortably beat Lomachenko with his range, with his jab, because he's long and he's big. Which that didn't happen. It didn't happen at all like that. Lomachenko controlled that fight, controlled the distance, and landed a lot more shots on Devin Haney to the head and the body. So, yeah, Devin Haney, he needs to get off his high horse. And then I find let's bring up the other guy, Ryan Garcia. I find this even more ironic how, out of all people, Ryan Garcia criticizes people. Supposedly all he's been dealing, I don't know the exact details of it, but we know he's had mental issues in the past, right? Like mental health problems. And it's just funny how the guy with mental health, supposedly had mental health problems, is always criticizing fighters. Like, he criticized, and this is like, recently I'm talking about, he criticized Tyson Fury against Ngannou. I forget exactly what he said. And now he's saying that he's pretty much shit talking against Shakur now, saying that Shakur wasn't landing or throwing anything. Okay, yes, it was a boring fight, but it's just like, I just find it funny how he's always like, and it's not like, okay, I wouldn't say he's totally hating on them, to be honest, but it's just funny how a guy who got stopped to the body, who a lot of people thought quit and could have kept on fighting, but didn't get up against Tank, is criticizing other guys a lot. Now, I'm one of those guys that I thought that the body shot was a good shot by Tank, and he was bleeding from the nose. And I just think I don't think he quit mentally. I just think physically he couldn't get up. Like he was too battered from that body shot. So I was with Ryan on that. I didn't think he mentally quit. But it's just I find it funny how everyone is quick to criticize people when they should just worry about themselves. Like, Devin, you did not beat Loma, so why are you talking shit? And Ryan Garcia, like, just keep to yourself, right? I don't get it. Like, I don't know, guys. Maybe I'm being a little too hard on Ryan, though, because I guess he wasn't really saying any shit talking, but he said something about the Tyson Fury and Ngannou fight, too. I just feel like Ryan he tweets what he's feeling in the moment, in the emotions, when really, like I said, if you watch back the Tyson Fury and Ngannou fight, that wasn't the case at all. I think he said it was a robbery or something, and Ngannou won. And then in this case, he's saying that, like, everyone's talking about Edwin not landing, but Shakur's not landing either. Okay, yeah, Shakur wasn't landing that much either, but let's be honest, guys. Edwin was not landing anything. Shakur at least was landing something, right? So, I don't know, guys. I'm more mad about the Devin Haney tweet here, though. I just find it... I know maybe he's just trying to sell the fight, but I was starting to like Devin Haney after the Kambosos fights because he went to Australia and he did good. But then the fact that not only did he think he beat Lomachenko, which that's... Okay, a fighter's always going to think he won the fight, I guess. Especially if it was... Even though I thought he clearly lost. So I'm not mad about that part. But the fact that he thought it wasn't even close and he dominated Lomachenko, him and his dad, that just shows you how delusional they are, right? So I really hope the Shakur fight happens. And I guarantee Shakur will beat Devin Haney. So that's all I got to say, guys. It's Triple J Boxing. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care.